Hey, what's up guys, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the second brand new boss of 2.0, the Perpetual Mechanical Array boss. I'm going to be explaining all of his attacks and mechanics, going over how to kill him, and then showing you a clip of me defeating him. This boss doesn't have a phase 1 and phase 2 like the Pyro Hypostasis did, but he does have a mid-fight intermission type mechanic, so I'll refer to it as phase 1 and the intermission. So let's get this started. So the Mechanical Array's first attack, and from my experience, one he uses quite a lot, would be his Meteor Slam. For this attack, you will see the boss transform into a literal rocket ship, and he'll fly up and out of your screen. Then about a half a second later, you'll see a big red circle appear underneath you, and that is where he will slam down from above, dealing physical damage. Just keep moving to avoid this attack, or when you see the circle, quickly spam sprint in one direction and you'll get out of it. For his second attack, it is very similar to the Meteor Slam in terms of how you dodge it, but what he does is he will stand still and place a small circle underneath the player that will follow them for a second or two. After that time, he will fire a beam/missile in the sky. The small circle will be replaced with a bigger circle the same size as the one from the Meteor Slam, and it won't follow the player. To avoid this, exactly like the Meteor Slam, just keep moving or dodge when you see the big circle appear. This is a weird name for this attack, but it's the sword swing, and what he'll do for this one is, as the name implies, he will transform into a massive sword and will swing from the player's top right to bottom left if facing him, dealing physical damage. Best way to avoid this one would be to step back away from him because the sword isn't too long, but if you're quick enough, you can step around him and avoid all damage while staying close to him. The names I'm giving these attacks aren't amazing, but this next attack I'm calling the spinner. What he'll do for this one is start spinning where he is standing like a fidget spinner, and after about half a second he will thrust forward, dealing physical damage. Best way I've found to avoid this attack is when you see him start spinning, quickly dash to your right, his left, which makes it easier to dodge, because I notice he has a right hook nature to this attack where he will spin a bit more towards his right, your left, so dashing to your right, his left will help you avoid it. The final attack he has is a laser beam, and for this attack he will stand still and turn into a diamond shape where he has his core in the middle, and on top, left, right and bottom of his core are some of his parts. When he gets into this position, half a second later or so, he will begin firing a laser beam along the ground that tracks the player. This attack can be quite intimidating due to the player maybe thinking it will move fast. It in fact moves very slowly and is extremely easy to dodge. And a way to fully counter this mechanic is to just run behind him ASAP, and then you won't have to worry about this attack at all. So now to talk about that intermission I mentioned at the start. This doesn't really have a designated HP percent it happens at, so I can't really tell you if this will happen at a certain time every time you fight the boss, but what I can say is that this will happen when he's at least below 90% HP and some odd 30 seconds of the fight have passed. But what will happen is he will go immune to all damage and summon 4 mechanical enemies around him. These enemies are identical to others you find in Inazuma's open world. Only one of these enemies is killable, and to tell which one is, look for the one that has a ring of runes and a light around it. To get out of this intermission, you will have to kill that enemy that has been highlighted. When you do so, you will be rewarded with a 20-second damage window on the boss where he will do nothing but let you deal damage to him. After these 20 seconds have passed, the boss will go back to phase 1 where he will continue doing all the previously mentioned attacks until he dies. He can have multiple of these intermission phases if you don't kill him fast enough. To summarize quickly on how to defeat this boss, the fight starts and you can damage him from the get-go. Going through the fight, dodging all the mentioned attacks, Meteor Slam, Rocket Barrage, Laser Beam, Sword Swing and the Spinner, you'll be getting him lower and lower in HP. Then he will do the intermission, usually around the 60 to 40% HP mark. You do the intermission and get the damage window on the boss. If you don't kill him in the damage window, then he will most likely be around 5% HP, and just a few extra attacks will get him. Enjoy this little demo of the boss.
Stabilize!
Witness the power of Guhua! Know my sword!
Wind strike! Stabilize!
Rain outlines your fate.
Solidified. Clouds high. The birds come. Into the wind.
No, my sword!
The wind knows. Order guide.
Rain cutter!
As one with wind and cloud. Gather.
And there you have it, guys, the Perpetual Mechanical Array boss. Some of these attacks are a bit hard to dodge and avoid, but with practice comes perfection. I hope I helped outline what these attacks do and how to avoid them. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and if you enjoy these guide videos, then be sure to smash that subscribe button as we're so close to 200 subscribers. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.